Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief APGAINS here, and the Journey Guide is full of legendary characters that you guys can go out and unlock. It's full of Guild Journey characters that you guys can get by participating in guild events, and of course, Galactic Legends that you guys can use to top off the upper echelon of your roster. But what is the first one you should go for? Now, obviously, veteran players are probably well past this point, but this channel is definitely geared towards helping you guys who are new to the game, especially those of you guys who are free to play and don't want to spend money to progress a little bit faster. This is definitely a channel for you guys. So I just want to cover, what most people think is a basic topic, but new players to the game who don't know any better, don't take this for granted. So, a lot of times you're gonna think right off the bat it's gonna be Thrawn. You're gonna hear lots of Phoenix. Phoenix are not a great faction. Thrawn is usable, but not really till a little bit later. I would not personally recommend, we do have on APGAINS.org the greatest free-to-play farming guide if you guys want. If you guys are brand new to the game and you have absolutely no idea what's going on, you guys can go to APGAINS.org. It's just spelled like my YouTube channel. On the homepage, you can find pictures, videos that will help you figure everything out step by step. But is it Thrawn? Is it R2-D2? Is it even BB-8? BB-8, is it Mando? Is it Star Killer? Spoiler, it's definitely not Star Killer. Is it this guy over here, Malak? Is he's kind of scary? No. Okay, so I would generally recommend that the first legendary you guys get is going to be one of two people. It's probably going to be either CLS or it's going to be Emperor Palpatine. Now, obviously, one of these is not like the other. Well, there's only two of them, so they're both not like the other, because obviously there's two of them, so neither of them would be similar if one is not like the other. Emperor Palpatine, a lot worse than Commander Luke Skywalker. Emperor Palpatine's requirements, if we hop in here, is literally just 5 7-star rebels, right? So here's the thing. In order to get him, you need rebels. In order to get CLS, you also need rebels. So this is usually how it works. You go for the 4 CLS requirements that are not R2-D2. You go for Stormtrooper Han, Old Ben Kenobi, Princess Leia, and wherever the heck he is, Farm Boy Luke. He's got to be here somewhere, right? I know I'm blind. Oh, here he is, Farm Boy Luke. So you have those 4 rebels who are requirements for this guy right here, Commander Luke Skywalker, who, like we've noted before, is much better than Emperor Palpatine in this game. You just need to know that we need one more 7-star rebel character. Now, that can be anyone. I generally recommend, where is he? Garazeb Aurelios. I don't know why I'm blind today. This guy right here. He is also a requirement for Thrawn, but here's the thing. We can get him with Galactic War currency. If I hop over to his character, click on his little profile here. We can, well, I think I already bought him today because I sold his shards for something else, but you can get him every single day for Galactic War currency, which is something you're going to have readily available because if you guys are new players, you're doing that every day. That's where you get most of your stuff in the other game. And you can leave him at level 1, gear 1. You literally only need to get him to 7 stars. What that does for us is it gives us 5, technically 7-star rebels. We can unlock Emperor Palpatine, and he becomes a 7-star Imperial character for us. Now, that's important to know that he's a 7-star Imperial character because one of the other requirements besides the 4 requirements for Commander Luke Skywalker is R2-D2 at 7 stars, and he has a requirement of 5 7-star Empire characters. Now, if you guys are following the farming guide, you're going to have plenty of Empire characters, but if you guys don't know, you get Vader up to 7 stars pretty easily by doing achievements, and you can get anyone else. You can get him, you can get Emperor Palpatine. If you went for the Phoenix, God forbid, you could have a 7-star Thrawn, which is helpful. But it could be literally anyone else, and he definitely does help us get a quick way to getting one of those 7-star Imperial characters. Once we have all 5, we can get a 7-star R2-D2. And then we hop in, and the real prize over here is Commander Luke Skywalker. At the end of the day, we need these 4 characters right here for most of the combat, but we do need Old Ben for kind of like a mission by himself. I think he might actually be used in another one. He's over here in the tier 2 area, and I guess the tier 1 area. But we do need all of them at 7 stars. And that's where we get our Commander Luke Skywalker, who's going to be a massive and incredibly important focal point to our rosters in the very early game. Now, something you need to note is you can mix and match all over the place until you're level 85. At level 85, you enter Grand Arena, and that's where all of your stuff kind of comes together. It locks in. You get to use it and fight your opponents. The thing that we're big on with the APGAINS approved farming strategy is making sure that the second we hit level 85, We have as many good teams as possible to when we go in for our first ever Grand Arena, we can give it to our children. If you guys are old enough to have little baby kids, we can give it to our dogs. If you work at the zoo, you can hand it off to the monkey. And you're going to be so much farther along than the people you're playing that it would require a feat of massive unintelligence. Is that a word, unintelligence? I guess I am unintelligent if I don't know that unintelligence is a word or not. But you guys follow me for SWGOH advice, not for the amount of brain cells in whatever the heck this is. Clearly, it's not a head because heads hold brains, and I don't have a brain. That being said, CLS, or Commander Luke Skywalker, is going to be one of the big focal points to putting together that level 85 account that we're going to have, where when we lock in, we win. Now, another thing to note is Emperor Palpatine is kind of also going to be useful in that, because Darth Vader, if you guys know the guy, is going to be a very prominent central piece in our early Grand Arenas. He's the best solo character in the game, and when you're in the early stages, basically, you're going to find two instances. You're going to find people who can and people who can't beat Geos. Geos are one of those teams where they're really, really good for like 2 weeks, right? They're really good for the first 2 weeks of Grand Arena. After that, basically useless, right? Because that first 2 weeks of Grand Arena is where a lot of people are getting their Darth Vaders finally with Merciless Massacre up to Gear 12, Gear 13 into Relics, where Geos basically from then on out don't matter anymore because they're basically so bad that you can't possibly place them on defense. But if, for whatever reason, you guys kind of do your own thing and don't follow the advice and don't have a really strong Darth Vader by the time you hit that level 85 for those first 2 weeks, Emperor Palpatine's leadership allows you to get the most out of him there. So he is not going to be a useless member. Also, Grandmaster Yoda, if you guys are following the guide, we're going to have lots of 5, 6, and 7-star Jedi. He's going to really help us out there, pass buffs, gain stealth, do big damage. He's going to be phenomenal there. If you guys do happen to go Phoenix, Thrawn is not a bad character. He's a lot more usable now in the mid and end game because he has a really powerful ship now because of some new ships that are added to the game. So he's a character you're going to want to eventually have, but honestly, on the most recent free-to-play account that we use on this channel, he hasn't ever been used, even though he's there at 7 stars. He's one of those weird characters where he's very plug-and-play, but you never find a place to plug in and play him. You know what I mean? Like, he's good everywhere, but you honestly almost never need him. But he is nice to have, so if you guys do already have Phoenix, or you guys do want Phoenix for whatever reason, you're not going to suffer in the slightest from having Thrawn unlocked. Honorable mentions Padme. After CLS, we do want to go get our Padme. Glory, glory, hallelujah. We don't need Geos for Padme. Basically, just Newt Gunray, Django, you can get your Padme. All said and done. If you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe. It helps boost my ego because apparently YouTubers are all about liking and subscribing and following for more and turning on the bell notifications and whatever nonsense that we tell you to kind of make us sleep better at night. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you. And I don't know why I just snapped, but I'll see you later.